Hey, what's going on everyone? So today's video is gonna be quite special and for three main reasons. So the first one is, if you're watching this video today, Friday the 14th from 2021, today is my birthday, so I just wanted to upload this video today to celebrate, I guess. And the second thing is that today's video is quite special because I am once again collaborating with Kylie from Hippie. So I'm very excited for this because I love collaborating with any YouTuber, and Kylie decided to have this idea and she has this video on her channel. This is part 2 and it's called Would You Survive in These Horror Movies? So basically what it consists of is that she gave me a list of movies, horror movies, and I just have to say if I would survive or if I wouldn't survive. I did the same to her, so I gave her a few movies and she's gonna do the same video over her channel. So I'm gonna leave a link of her channel below in the comment section. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to watch her channel after this and just have fun, enjoy this list because this is gonna be so much fun, because it's not a secret that we all have thought if we will survive any movie. In my opinion, I always think this every time that I watched a horror movie. And so just stay tuned for this and just welcome back to another video here in this channel, Royal Horror. So just kicking off this list, the first film that Kylie gave to me is Life from 2017. Now, will I survive this movie or I wouldn't survive this movie? And my answer is I wouldn't survive this movie, and the main reason is because even though I love aliens, even though I love space, I just don't think I would survive, because I just can imagine the amount of anxiety that I would feel if I ever experience this. Like, to be honest, I would never like to visit the space, the universe in general, just because I just don't feel like. So if I ever happen to be in a movie like film, I just think I wouldn't survive at all. The next film that she gave me is It from 2017. Now, my answer is I wouldn't survive this movie, and the main reason is because even though I love Pennywise and I think Pennywise is such a scary but cute clown at the same time, I think I wouldn't survive. And the main reason is because we all know that Pennywise makes you face your own fears, like the biggest fear that you have. And I think my fears, I wouldn't be able to face them. Like, if Pennywise makes me face my own fears, I think I would have survived them, because I just think I'm kind of weak, if that makes sense, when it comes to face my biggest fears. So I think I wouldn't survive It 2017. The next film that she gave me is House of Wax from 2005. And my answer is yes, I think I would survive this movie. I think I would. And the main reason is because, to be honest, I would act as the main couple of siblings, to be honest. In my opinion, I'm such a good runner, so if I have to run because someone is chasing me, I think I will survive. And even though if I don't have to run, I think I will be able to fight Vincent or his brother, I don't remember the name. The next movie that she gave me is Orphan from 2009. Now, I think Kylie gave me this movie as if I was going to adopt a kid, and this kid turns out to be Esther, let's say. And I think I will survive this movie because, to be honest, if I ever adopt a kid like Esther from the movie, and if you know the plot twist, you know what happens, I don't want to give any spoilers, I think I will survive. And the main reason is because I will act like the mom from the movie. Like, I will have my suspicions. I think I will have to try and convince everyone around me that something is wrong with Esther, with the kid that I adopted. So I think I will survive just because I think I will react like the mom. However, we all know what happens to the dads in the movie. So if I ever adopt a kid like Esther, of course I'm gonna be the dad. So who knows what the kid will do to me, but just in overall, I think I will know if the kid is not acting very well like Esther. So I think I will try to defend myself and my family, and therefore I think I will survive The Orphan. Now, the next movie that Kylie gave me is so funny because she knows, and you will know, that this is my favorite movie, horror movie of all time, and that is Friday the 13th, the remake from 2009. Now, if I will survive this movie or will I not survive this movie? And my answer is no, I don't think I would survive this movie. First of all, I would love to be in a Friday the 13th atmosphere. I know it sounds crazy, but I just want to. And the main reason why I said I wouldn't survive this movie is because we all know the Jason from the remake. Like, that's the strongest, that's the Jason that has no mercy is the scariest. Like the Jasons from the rest of the movies, they're not scary at all, like they are quite dumb, but this Jason is the scariest from the whole franchise. We know he's massive, he has no mercy, he's clever, so I think if I ever have to face Jason, the Jason from the remake, I think I wouldn't survive. He's a big guy, he's bigger than me, and he's stronger than me, so I think I wouldn't have any chance to survive this movie. Maybe I will be able to be the final boy, but I don't think I will survive the whole movie with that Jason. The next movie that she gave me is 30 Days at Night, and I'm so excited because I just rewatched this movie like a few weeks ago and I loved it. And my answer is, I think I would survive this movie. I know it sounds crazy because we all know how crazy that movie is, and the main reason why I'm saying that I will survive it is because I would just literally hide myself, like I will put myself into lockdown so I don't have to face these vampires. But if I ever have to face them outside, I think I will be like the characters. I think I will try to hide myself, I will try to not be on the streets, so I have to avoid these vampires. And so yeah, I think I will survive 30 Days at Night just because I know I will have to keep myself inside a house or a shop. I know I wouldn't go to face these vampires because if I ever have to do that in this situation, that's when I wouldn't survive, because we all know how crazy and terrifying these vampires are. Now the next film that she gave me is Coraline from 2008, if I believe. And will I survive this movie? I think I wouldn't survive this movie, and the main reason is because we all know the plot from Coraline. I don't want to give spoilers, but basically this main girl, she goes into a new world full of fantasies and full of like fears and dark experiences. So I think because this film is quite psychological as well, and I love psychological stuff, but I think I will get anxious, or I think I just wouldn't think through. So I think that's the main reason why I wouldn't survive. But at the same time I think I would, so this is like the movie from this list that I will say yes and no. So, but mostly no, I think I wouldn't survive Coraline. And the next film that she gave me, and it's one of my favorite guilty pleasures, and that's The Nun from 2018. And will I survive this movie? My answer is yes, I think I will survive this movie. And the main reason is because, first of all, I would love to be in the same room as Balak. I know it sounds crazy and stuff, but I love Balak. I think she's so cool. I think she's one of the best villains in horror. I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is. And the main reason why I think I will survive this movie is because, first of all, even though I will be scared of Balak, I think at the same time I will try to fight her. I think I will survive. And we all know that the plot twist in The Nun is not the strongest. I think it was quite easy how they ended her. So I think I will do the same. But we all know that Balak is very powerful and she can kill you like that. So I think I will survive this, but I think it will be quite hard. But at the same time it can be easy. I don't know if this makes any kind of sense. But I think The Nun, I think it's an easy movie to survive, to be honest. Now, the next film that she gave me is The Invisible Man from 2020. Now, before I go to say if I would or if I wouldn't survive, check out the Oscars over Haunted Hippie channel, because we talk so much about The Invisible Man, because that movie deserves everything in this world. And will I survive this movie or will I not survive this movie? And my answer is yes, I think I will survive this movie. But let me explain. We all know what happens in The Invisible Man, so if I ever have a partner that is that toxic as the main guy from the movie, I think I will be able to escape. I think I will be able to like heal and stuff, but at the same time I think I wouldn't survive the psychological effects. And I think what happens with the main actress, with the main character, I think that will happen to me. I think I will react the same exact way, and I know the people around me, they wouldn't believe me, and it sucks, but it is what it is. So I think I will survive, but I just know I will be traumatized and I will have so many psychological effects, because we all know what happens in The Invisible Man. I don't want to give too much spoilers because this movie is 100% worth the watch. And the next film that she gave me is The Shallows from 2016, and my answer straight away is no, I wouldn't survive The Shallows. And the main reason is because even though I love sharks, I know if I ever have to face a shark, I know I will die straight away. And The Shallows, even though I love that movie, I own it, it's one of the most powerful movies from the 2010s. I know if I ever have to be in that situation like the main actress, like the main protagonist, the main character, I know I wouldn't think like her, and first of all you have to be very strong to like swim and stuff. And even though I'm a good swimmer, just because I know I will be so stressed, I know I wouldn't have the force to swim like as the main character does. And also what happens to her leg and stuff, and you have to have like background, and you have to know what to do. I think I wouldn't know what to do because I would feel so anxious, I would feel so stressed because I'm like literally in the middle of the ocean with a shark chasing me. So I just wouldn't think through. I think I will bleed out. I think I wouldn't be able to swim because I will be so scared and the shark will eat me. So that's why I think I wouldn't survive the shallows. And the last movie that she gave me is The Woman in Black. And first of all, I would love to be in an atmosphere as the Woman in Black. Like literally, I would love to visit a museum or a house as gothic as the one from The Woman in Black. And will I survive this movie? And my answer is no. I don't think I will survive this movie. Even though I will try to find answer as the main guy from the movie, I think what happens to him at the end, we all know the plot twist at the end, I think that will happen to me. I think I will try to find a solution to this whole situation, but I know I wouldn't win it because the Woman in Black, she's very powerful, so I think I wouldn't win against her. So that's why I wouldn't survive The Woman in Black. So those were the movies that Kylie gave me. Please let me know in the comment section below if you will survive those movies. I will be so excited to read if you would or if you wouldn't. Because now I'm gonna say the movies that I gave to Kylie, and I'm just gonna say it yes or no if I would survive or if I wouldn't. I'm not gonna go into deep details because that's when Kylie will have her video. The first movie that I gave her is Wreck, the Spanish film, and I think I wouldn't survive. I also gave her The Darkest Hour, and I think I would survive. I gave her 47 Meters Down, the first movie, and I wouldn't survive because of the sharks. I also gave her Scream, and I think I would survive Scream. I also gave her Zombieland, and I think I wouldn't survive it. I also gave her Us, and I think I wouldn't survive Us. I'm so excited to know her opinion with Us. I gave her Wrong Turn, the original from 2003, and I think I would survive Wrong Turn. I also gave her the remake Friday the 13th. I also gave my opinion. And finally I gave her a Split, and I think I would survive a Split because I think I would act as the main actress, and also I would love to be kidnapped by James McAvoy. I'm joking, but yeah, that's the main reason why I think I will survive. That was today's video. Please let us know in the comment section below if you think you will survive these movies, and don't forget to watch Kylie's video. I will leave the link of her channel in the comment section below. This video is coming first, her video is gonna come out later, so keep an eye on her channel. I think we are gonna have so much fun because I can't wait to see her thoughts with these movies because I'm so excited, especially with Us, with Wrong Turn and with Split. So keep an eye on that, and also don't forget to follow me in all my social media. I will leave every single link in the comment section below. And finally, before we go, I just want to share some videos that are coming up, and those videos are my review of 30 Days at Night, because I think that movie deserves a whole review, the best 90s horror movies, my cosplay becoming Balak, yes, I'm gonna turn myself into Balak, and finally the trailer for my short film, my horror short film, and finally in the future, I don't know when, the whole short film. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe, give a like and leave a comment. That really helps me in tremendous ways, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice end of the week, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.